This week's tip really isn't a tip as much as just something that I've used before. I think it's kind of cool, and it's how you can do single row stripes without having a lot of yarn tails. And I love stripes. I like stripes in my designs. I think they're fun, particularly for kids things, and so I've used this a few times to do a kid sweater. And I'll do another tip in a couple of weeks after my surgery about doing this in the round, but this is in the flat. Now you can see that I have both colors on this side, and my yarn there on the side so that I can knit a right side row. And if I want to have my stripe, I'm going to be follow in sequence, I need a red one, so I just pull up my red and I knit. And the only thing you really need for this is a circular needle. You'll be knitting flat, but you need a circular needle. You'll see why in a second. Now I've finished with my red row, and I want to do the white row, but I've got a problem. My yarn is over on this side, and if I were using a straight needle, this would be a problem. But with circulars, I just drag my work down to the other end, and I do the white. So in essence, I'm knitting 2 rows in different colors and just bringing up the next color in the selvage edge. And this really doesn't even make the selvage all that bulky. And if you're doing something where you're going to be seaming it, that selvage edge is hidden anyway. Okay, now my yarn is all over here, so I need to purl. And the next color I need is the red. And this is one of those things that makes so much sense when you see it, but sometimes logistically figuring it out just takes a second. I'm going to purl in my red, purl, 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 and I'm in the same situation. I want to do white, but my yarn is down at that end, so I just slide it down, and then I undo all that, and I just purl another row. So when you use this technique, you're going to be knitting 2 rows, purling 2 rows, knitting 2 rows, purling 2 rows. And it doesn't seem to do anything to the tension or the slant or anything. It looks pretty good. Now I have pretty good tension in stockinette. I don't know what it would look like if you have a tension issue. You might want to experiment with that, but tension issues are something we're trying to fix anyway. And here we go. There's my fun little stripes.